Losing $115 trading gold. What's going on, guys? Welcome on in. This would be probably the first time in a while that I could say I think I broke a rule. And if you followed in the past, I've talked about trading gold and silver and Bitcoin and gold, silver, Bitcoin, even crude oil. And I talk about how I don't like trading them on the 5-minute time frame. And I think I got a little too antsy today, and I think that I broke the rule. No, I traded this off the 5-minute time frame, and it lost. So let's get into it. These were on the one of these was on a 25K account, and the other one was on a 6K account. So that's the two trades, the same exact trade. And yeah, so small losses, like for the size of these accounts, like these are actually really good, really small losses in my view. I don't want to lose more than like 150 to 200 on the 25K account, which we're well under that on losers. And then I don't want to lose more than $40 to $50 or really less than that on the 6K account. I may even lose the 6K account soon. Who knows? I'm pretty close to the drawdown numbers because I sized too big on that account during a phase when I went through probably the biggest losing streak I've had in like months, maybe longer. And I had kind of been playing that 6K account like, who cares? It's only $6,000, and it was really meant to just test, trade copiers and stuff. The trade copier stuff ended up not working out on this account, so it is what it is. But let's cover the trade. This was on gold. So let me jump over to it. And the trade really was a breakout above. I got it a little bit later than I wanted to up here, but the trade really was a breakout above this level right here. Trending to the upside, breakout over that consolidation high, and it got a little push. Don't get me wrong. Just didn't get the push that I was looking for, and then it broke down below the higher low that I want to see it hold, and that was really it. So bigger picture though, I like the setup on gold, bigger time frame. I think it's getting ready for a move. You could make the argument too. Well, not really. You can make, when I say not really, I mean for the argument that this shouldn't have been traded because of the CPI. But like I said in last trade recap, I don't really like to think that way because, dude, you could say like once I have a ton more data to go off of, but there have been days when I've traded the day before CPI as if nothing was going on, and I've made money many times. So you can't, if the setup is there, you trade it. The problem is that I think you jump down to the 1 hour time frame and you just didn't really have anything for me to trade off that. If there was something, it would have been here, this little breakout, which would have probably worked earlier in the day. I didn't trade that. I waited for the open and played a 5-minute, which I probably should not have done. As I've said, is it a hard-nosed rule? Not necessarily, but I do know, historically speaking from my experience, that trading the 5-minute on gold, silver, crude oil, and Bitcoin tends to be a lot, or tends to not go in my favor more often than not. A little too choppy for the way I trade and stuff. So ideally, you want to trade the gold and silver and those guys on the bigger time frames, 1 hour and up, to give yourself good leeway. And then if the trade's going to work, usually, if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Whereas the 5-minute, I could be right, as in it may go to my target and take profit. Just the way that it gets there might not be as clean, a little choppier, and that's kind of how gold and those things trade. So that's on me. I'm going to log these here in TradeZella, and I'll make sure I mark that stuff up. But down 115. So on the month right now, this is not taking into account the other trades that I've had a 3 losing streak, which would be about 240. So I'm about flat on the month if we were to do the math. About flat on the month, and I have a substantial, well, not substantially. Well, yeah, I guess substantially. I have 3 wins, 1 break even, and 6 losses actually. 3 of the losses are not in yet. I have done trade recaps. I've showed you the results. I've showed you the trade logs, but we're waiting on the broker connection here, which is coming soon. I've talked to them. It's in the works. They got it coming up. Don't worry. So once that comes, I will then be able to load all those trades in. This way, I don't have to do it manually. If it doesn't happen by the end of the month, I will do it manually. But if it gets done the next week or two, no big deal. So it'll auto sync it all. So I'll leave links to TradeZella where I track everything below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.